The city of Nantong is built on the Yangtze River in a region where the climate is particularly suited to cotton growing. This is where we find one of the most ancient and most popular forms of textile art, blue calico. A museum has been devoted to it. It presents the collected memory of this art born in China in the 14th century. The museum was founded by a family of manufacturers, of which Ling Shu Wu is the eldest daughter. After studying applied arts, she devoted herself to the museum and to passing on the technique for making blue calico. The technique of calico is very ancient and gained popularity in China during the Western Han Dynasty, some 200 years BC. The craft was originally passed on from mother to daughter.
This is how we create the motifs. All these shapes should be traced on paper and then cut out. This is an ancient motif that we copied, a phoenix with PQ flower buds. Now I can start to cut it out. This is done by hand with the help of this cutter. Indeed, it could be said that calico is the art of manipulating a cutter. We can start around here. When cutting the stencil, the knife must be held straight. And unlike what we do by machine, we can add our own feelings and change certain shapes. We're going to put this on the white cloth, and I've already prepared the coating. It's all mixed well. The paste is made of yellow beans and lime. If the paste contains the right proportions of those ingredients, it will stick to the fabric properly. The yellow bean paste is sticky and the lime solidifies quickly. That's why these ingredients were chosen. People have passed on this know-how for hundreds of years.
This technique of obtaining motifs by subtracting material, here a mixture of lime and bean paste, is called resist dyeing.
I've always been surrounded by fabrics. As a child, I saw my parents making them and I felt inferior to others. To me, the calico belonged to my parents' generation, or even the one before. Watching them aroused my curiosity. Also, when I was on holiday, I'd be the guide for groups of children who came to visit this place. Even though I'd end up covered in blue dye, I really enjoyed it. Many years later, I went to university to study applied arts. My father also introduced me to many artists of his generation. So gradually, I deepened my knowledge of the art of calico and was able to grasp its essence.
To prepare the pigment that will give the fabric its blue color, you must put leaves of the true indigo, a shrub that grows mainly in Africa, to cold ferment in a jar for 10 days.
We plunge it in and pull it out several times. Then it's air dried several times too. Here we can say that the color is pretty dark at the base. so it's finished.
To obtain this intense blue tone that's leaning to black, the soaking and dyeing process with indigo must be repeated 3 to 4 times a day, ideally for several weeks.
It's true, calico is an assemblage of very simple motifs and colors, but the simplest things often contain unsuspected depths, and this applies both to the art itself and to its manufacturing process.
These fabrics were used to make jackets, big pleated skirts, or bed linen, given as gifts at traditional ceremonies like weddings, funerals, or certain village feast days. They symbolize fertility, fortune, and prosperity in the Miao culture.
In olden days, calico was part of the dowry. When a young bride went to join her husband's family, the more affluent families would provide 20 pieces. If people wanted to possess such materials full of images, they were just expressing their desires. Today, we know more about their aspirations by looking at these fabrics that were part of their daily lives. These motifs are of great cultural value. Take this one, with this immortal crane, this phoenix flying above the peonies, and these peaches of longevity. These patterns recur constantly. And here, you see, is Liu Hai, the sea toad. He's playing with another toad. That is also a symbol of prosperity and wealth. This motif contains a peach, which represents longevity, as do bats. Here we have 2 lions enjoying rolling balls of embroidered cloth. Here we can see the lion properly. Its head is full on, showing both eyes, but its body is in profile. The impression these calicos give is very positive and very motivating. This beauty is showing us the life toward which we should aspire. Watch me carefully and I'll show you. We can fold the fabric into a triangle. The smaller it is, the easier it is to tie.
Nowadays, the Chinese are aware of the value of their cultural heritage, of which blue calico is a part. This awareness begins in school, and perhaps one day, one of these children will take up the torch of this ancestral technique. Yesterday's blue and today's blue, landscapes or works of art, the color of purity still wins through. It elevates the soul of China through the centuries towards an unchanging sky that continues to amaze us.